Let's so first understand the APIs. Okay, so without understanding API, see, you can give page number 1, page number 2. That's a one parameter. Okay, so you have to take a page number, your no, your query parameter. Basically, your query parameter. Your query parameter here. And this one, and you can validate. Okay, when you give a 2 and this email is coming on, when you give a 2, a 1, what is the email ID you're getting? You can validate. So that's I want to do a data driven. So query parameters, I'm going to give different query parameters. So that's I'm going to parameterize this value. So how to parameterize? So that parameterization you can do with a, so here scenario outline I'm going to use. So I'm writing what I'm doing here. So what I'm doing, I'm writing here my scenario name. Get API. So this is the get API to search with different page numbers. Different page numbers. So using scenario outline, maybe you can put scenario outline so that people can understand. So how can you do data driven testing? Only with the scenario outline concept. So scenario is a single scenario, but scenario outline is you can do a parameterization. So that's it. So given, so you can write provide valid endpoint to fetch all users. Maybe I can use same thing. Okay, I can use same thing so that I don't need to write again. If it is a common, you can put in the background also. So that is the one thing you have advantage, right? So you can put in the background if it is a common, but so for these two it is same, but others it's not same, the endpoint. But anyhow, I'm going to develop this one time. If you develop, that's fine. You don't need to develop every time. Here one time you have written, here also one time you have written. Do you need to develop 2 times? No, not required. So you're going to write a step definition file. One file you will write. So get a pay step definition. So that one time you will implement one method inside. Now, when you send the request, okay, when you send the request, maybe you can put that parameter same. When send the request, one space you have to give after given one space. When send the request, when you send the request to the server, with page number, as, so you can give page. So in the page. So after that, so what you need to do, then you verify. So then I verify the response status code. Then I verify the response status code. So I verify the response status code. You can put a status code as it is. This one, you can put this variable. So status code variable. And I'll verify and I verify the first user. So the first user means this is the first data user, first user, this one. Email. First user email I'm going to verify. So that's what I'm writing. I verify the first user record. You verify the first user record having email as within double quotes. It's a string, right? That's why I'm keeping in double quotes. But the parameter name you should enclose in the angular brackets. So that's important. Email. So that's it. Now these parameters must be here in the same order. First page. See this parameter name should come under example section as it is as a column number. Column name. Then second as a status. And third one is email. So you test it, okay? So what is the email? So what is the email for page? For example, page 1 if you give, suppose you are giving page 1. So what is the status code? We know. Status code we know. It's a 200. Okay. It's a 200. So what is the email? Email we need to find out. So when you give page 1, what is the email? When you give page 2, so what is the email? So we'll find out. Okay. So let's open a command prompt. Sorry, Postman. We already tested, right? We already tested that. But we didn't give one page equal to 2 only we have given. So let's give page equal to 1 also. And with page 2, what is the email? We'll find out. Already it is here. With the page 2, so the first email is this one. Copy and paste it here. Okay. So that is the one. So, okay. So not here, right? Here. Now, so when the page is 1, you post it here. So let's go to get all users. So I'm going to use page 1. Just change it. So hit it and see when you give a page 1, the email is this one. So take this. So this is you are giving an expectation here. So if you're giving means this is your expectation. This you will read in your step definition files. So that is what no, you're doing. Maybe you can give this one through your Excel sheet or CSV file. Generally, people will use CSV files. CSV file or any format. Any format you can give. So that's the first API testing. This one first. Now second one. What is the second one? You need to get a single user. You need to get a single user. So write for that. Same. Almost similar. Just change the wordings. So I'll write scenario. This one I'll take. I'll write from here. So let's finish this feature file, then we'll develop it. So once we develop one, second one is very easy. So now this one, how you can write? So try to give a scenario name different, not duplicate, okay? So always try to give a different. Get API to list a single user. Single user. Say I just change the wordings. Provide valid endpoint to fetch single user. Right? That's just change the wordings to fetch single user so that there is no confusion there. Then send the request to the server. Send the request to the server to fetch single user. So I'm just changing all the wordings. Because so this request is different and our request is different. That's why I'm separating. Okay. Yeah. So then, so you need to validate, right? You need to validate this status code. And if you want to validate first name, last name, all this, you can validate. So if you want, you can validate. But I'm going to show you a data uh, data table concept. So I'm going to give in the data table this email, first name, last name, and I'll read this data in my step definition. How to read that, we'll see that. So let's first prepare the, so I validate the single user response status code. Response status code 200. Okay. So, so this is the main, I'm putting more validation. I want to do a validation of the response body. So how can you do that validation? So this validation, I want to do this data validation. So how can you do that? So that I am doing here now. So you have to give here data and so I verify response body fields. Then I verify the response body fields or a single user response body fields, whatever. So make a unique statement. Now, so what fields you want to verify? So what fields you want to verify here? See, ID you want to verify 2. So ID. So first you give the data here. So pipe symbols you have to use. So all these pipe symbols I'm using. This is the first data, 2. So the second data you can give. So that is email, right? Second one is email. You can give emails. One minute, guys. Okay. So this is all we need to give. So what data we are validating, basically that's the one. So this ID I have given first, then this email, second one. That's what I want to enter response body I'm validating. Ramesh? Yeah.
We can directly give in the line there itself, right? Ramesh? In the given when and then condition itself.
No, so this is the no data table concept I want to cover. Only this is.
Okay, okay, okay. Got it. We can hard code since this is a single value.
Uh,
Directly can be hard coded also, right?
so
If I
yeah,
put
this
it.
is the hard coding. Generally this data you will give in the CSV file or JSON file, some Excel sheet you will store, and
Mm,
that you will read again here.
mm,
So you will give a data file, something variable, and you will
mm,
mention that data file here.
mm.
The
Okay.
path will be somewhere in the file path will be under resources.
Mm,
Okay, so that is the one, and I'm preparing a data table concept. How to read data from feature file to your step definition. That I'm showing here. So next we have a first name. So then we have we were yeah, that's enough. This four enough. I'm removing this. Okay. So ID, email, first name, last name. So these are the things I'm validating. That's it. Okay. So what is the next? So this is get call also done. A single user also done. This one now. Single user not found. So next one is single user not found scenario. So write the same steps. Okay, almost similar steps, right? But we will change the wordings. You don't need this one because you are not going to validate anything here. So, but I am going to take here also one 404 status code. So next one is get API for single user not found. Get API for single user not found. Single user not found. That's our scenario name. Now, so you provide a valid endpoint. So to fetch single user not found. To fetch single user not found. And then, so when keyword, when send the request to the server to fetch single user not found. Same I'm adding here also. Then I validate the single user not found response status code, response status code. So I'm not going to keep this here. So what I'm going to do, I'll put here in the bottom. So data table concept I'm going to use 404. So this is your expected value. These are all your expected values. Okay, these are all your expected values. Actual values you will get from the response. When the API method executes, that time what value is there in the response, that value you will get using code. So that code we are going to write. So that's already about this get API feature. So any questions on this feature file preparation? Same way you will write for even UI test cases also. Okay. Any doubts? So before going further, first step definitions we are going to develop now. So let's develop step definitions. So you basically, what is a step definition that I mentioned last class? A step definition is a
We need to develop the scenario file
yeah.
methods.
Yeah, that's fine. But what is the step definition file means? How you can define? Step definition is a simple
Java.
Java file. Simple Java class. It's a simple Java class. So that Java class inside, you are going to write all these methods.
Methods.
So these methods you are going to define here. So that is the main thing you are going to do in the step definition files. Because everything should match, the steps should match there. If it is not matching, and then it will throw an error. So it will throw an error for you. So that is a very important. You have to take care of. So whether this is matching or not, you have to check. So before we used to have one uh, plugin that will automatically use to generate the code. But now that plugin, Chrome plugin is not there. You have to write. So when there are parameters, little bit difficult for us, but we'll try our best. Okay, let's see that. First, I'll try to convert this scenario. Okay, so previously we used to have one plugin, uh, TD Gherkin something will be there. TD Gherkin. Yeah. So this was there, but now it's not there. Yeah. So web store, it is there, but it's not opening now. This item can only run on Chrome OS. Yeah, that's what I think. Let me add again. See, it is not going to open it because that is no only Chrome OS it will run. That's so they have developed only for Chrome OS. So that is the reason. Otherwise, you give the so see this. You give your scenario, automatically it will give Java step definitions. You don't need to write. Automatically just copy paste the code and then you write the logic inside the method. It will give you an entire structure. The method structure it will give. It used to give a method structure. But now it is like this. Like this you will get a structure. So like this you will get. So the at the rate given, right? This given. See, this step name is coming here. So exactly you used to get like that. But now that is not there. Okay. So that is completely, so it is not supporting now. Okay, so this is no longer works, this TD plug. But don't worry, we will write. First, you know that how to write. That's important, right? Let's create under step definitions. Right click, new class, get API, step def. So get API, step def. So click on finish and we'll write it. So basically you have to rest assured there is a response object is there. So response class is there. When you send a request, you will get a response object. So that's I will declare globally response. So resp object. So that is the one I am globally declaring so that I can use in all the methods. Can you see here? io.restassured.response. That's the first one. Select that. So I'm importing. So from this package, this class we are using. That's why I'm importing that. Because other package class, if you want to use in this package, the first thing you have to do, import. This will land in Java basics time. Now, see how to convert. I'm just taking this entire thing. These things I'm taking exactly. Copy this. Okay. Paste it here. Simple, very simple. I'm making just first one, just put @ symbol, then given after, put a bracket. So then double quotes and one caret symbol, remove the spaces. And then at the end, you put a dollar symbol. So that means it tells this is the beginning of your step. This is the end of your step. Then close the double quotes, close the parentheses. That's it. Now import this. Given you import io.cucumber java.en. Now you write a simple Java method. Public void and as it is you give this step name is, you can change this, the method name, it's up to you. You can give your own method name. So not necessary. So you just give underscore for all of them. Just give underscore for all of them. That's it. See, same way you develop other things also. Write other things, same. So make sure this step matches exactly same as in the feature file. That is a very, 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 very important. It should match exactly same @ double quotes, caret symbol. Sorry guys, okay. And that's it. So import this when, import the then. Change this here. That's it. See how easy it is. Okay. And so it is okay. Here's a duplicate name. That's why. Not necessary. You have to give exactly same method name. So that's it. So is it clear now how to prepare a step definition files from feature file? So from feature file, I'm preparing. Now, what is this? Provide a valid endpoint. So I have to write. So rest assured dot. So I need to set up rest assured dot base URI. First base URI. So base URI means this one, the top one. This one I need to set up. So equal to, you need to extend this class to test base class. Inheritance you are using again. So import this because this is in another package. So now call read property method. Why it's not showing? That's a method name we have given here. Oh, get property value. Yeah, the method name is, you have to be very careful. Get property value. So what is the property name? So base URL. You have to give string type, right? So within double quotes, you just give that. I'm setting up that. That's it. My only that related. So steps I'm writing. Same, you have one more base path you need to set. Base path. So base path means the rest base URL after what is the next one. So that you need to set it. So that is this one, service API URL. Okay, done. So this step is done. We said that. So, and if you want, you can provide even headers also. So if you want, you can provide headers also, but I'm going to give here all the things here. So then, and when you, so you call, okay, you call and give the headers and everything. So I'm going to call here, set up RestAssured dot given. First you starts with a given, okay? First it starts with a given. So given keyword, it starts with a given keyword. So once a given is done, then you set up all the, so first one, select first one. Then below this, see this given related methods I'm going to call header. See, you have a base URL and everything header. So you set the header. I have a, so headers, you can set up the headers. So what are all the headers you want, you can set up. So I want a header. So first one is accept. So whatever I did in the, right? So in this postman, so this one accept application JSON. Content type, application JSON. So one more you have, right? Again, call one more method. Header. So what is the next header? Content hyphen type. Done. So even you can set authorization. There is auth method. You see, there is auth method. If you want any authorization, you want to specify, you can use auth. Basic auth is there. You can set up so many things. So you have a lot of methods. You need to go through this all the methods. Okay, whichever the method you want, you can set parameters. You can set. Next, I will show you how to set the parameters. Query parameters how to set. I'll show you that also. Okay. Now this is done. Next one is when keyword. So this is all given related. Now this is going to be when related. See, these two are in the same. In the given, you have when you have a, so post method. There is a, sorry, not post, right? Get method, right? Get method. So you have a get method. And so query parameters also you can give here if you want. There is a query parameters here, right? For this URL. So you have a query parameters, right? This is the query parameters. The question mark, the page is the query parameter name, and the 2 is the value. So let me set the query parameter also here. Just one more method, just query param. There is a query param. Just simply call that. So the parameter name is page. And the value is, what is the value? 2.
2.
Yes, 2. You can give even 1 also. You can give even 1 also. After this, so we provided completely service URL we have given and users. So then query parameters, the query parameter automatically it will take, when you put a query param method, this question mark, and the query parameter name is page you have given here. So you have given query parameter name page you have given, automatically this will append in the URL, this two also. So that's the what it is going to do. So you don't need to give anything in the get method, nothing left, everything you set up. So then, so there is a then method, right? So there is a then method. So then method, what it will do, you need to do a validations. So what are the validations you need to do? Maybe you can verify the content type and extract the status code and everything, but I'll just do the some content type verification. I can do headers verification also. So content type is application JSON. I can put application JSON dot extract dot response. See, this response method is going to return a response object. So this response object, I'm assigning the output. Which output? The one once you execute, you will get right that output, this output. So this entire output I'm storing here. So that's the second when method. Now third one. What is the third one? You have, so I validate the response status code. So so what you can do, you can just put, so you get the response. From this response, you get the status code. How to get? I have given methods yesterday. So response status code equal to, so that response body dot get status code. So very straightforward methods. You don't need to struggle also. If you want, you can print this value. So response status code is, and that is not the one, right? We need to validate. Validation, how can you do?